Good afternoon, and welcome to Pakistan Today News. From our London studio, I'm Chris Taylor. President Asif Ali Zardari has accepted the resignations of two Supreme Court judges, Mansoor Ali Shah and Athar Minalla. Their decision follows the signing of the 27th Constitutional Amendment, which they termed a grave assault on the Constitution. The judges argue the amendment undermines judicial independence and strengthens executive influence over the judiciary. In response, Defense Minister Khawaja Asif criticized their move, saying their conscience awakened only after their monopoly was curtailed. The development has intensified the national debate over judicial autonomy and the balance of power within state institutions. Meanwhile, the opposition alliance Tehreek-e-Tahaffuz Ayin-e Pakistan, or TTAP, has announced an aggressive phase of protests against the recently passed 26th and 27th constitutional amendments. The alliance has pledged nationwide demonstrations, including a Black Day next Friday, and aims to mobilize lawyers and MPAS across the country. TTAP claims the amendments erode judicial authority and consolidate executive control. The group insists that its campaign will continue until, in its words, the Constitution is restored to its original form. In Azad Jammu and Kashmir, a major political development is underway. A no-confidence motion has been submitted to the Legislative Assembly against Prime Minister Chaudhry Anwar-ul-Haq after accusations that his government has lost the confidence of its own members. The Pakistan People's Party has nominated Faisal Rathore as its candidate for the top office. The motion, signed by 25 lawmakers, including 19 from Haq's own cabinet, is set to be tabled when the Assembly meets on Monday. For more on this, we're joined in Islamabad by our correspondent, Sarah William.
Chris, the political atmosphere here in Islamabad is being closely watched as developments in AJK gather pace. The no-confidence move underscores growing fractures within Chaudhry Anwar-ul-Haq's governing coalition, which until recently presented a united front. Analysts say the PPP's nomination of Faisal Rathore signals a strategic effort to consolidate regional influence at a crucial moment. Legislators involved in the motion claim the Prime Minister failed to maintain trust and transparency in decision-making. All eyes are now on Monday's session, which could reshape AJK's political landscape. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Sarah. Turning to regional diplomacy, Pakistan's Chief of General Staff, Lieutenant General Amir Raza, met his Saudi counterpart, General Fayyad bin Hamid al-Rawili, in Riyadh. The meeting, overseen by the Inter-Services Public Relations, focused on deepening defense cooperation and enhancing interoperability under the framework of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. Both sides reaffirmed what they called their long-standing fraternal ties and committed to expanding joint ventures to further strengthen their defense partnership. In London, the Foreign Office has clarified that a recent meeting between Sardar Yasir Ilyas Khan, a tourism aide to Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, and an Israeli tourism official was entirely unauthorized. The encounter occurred at a travel exhibition, but the FO emphasized that the government had neither sanctioned nor been informed of the meeting. Officials stressed that it does not represent a shift in Pakistan's policy on Israel and reiterated Pakistan's continued and firm support for the Palestinian cause. In the United States, President Donald Trump has urged the Department of Justice and the FBI to investigate links between the late financier Jeffrey Epstein and former President Bill Clinton. Along with other Democratic Party figures, Trump claims his political opponents are using what he described as the Epstein hoax to distract from recent legislative compromises. His remarks follow the release of newly surfaced email troves suggesting possible connections between Epstein and various high-profile individuals. The request is likely to further inflame political tensions ahead of key electoral and judicial milestones. And in sports, a long-awaited triumph for Pakistan's cricket fans, former captain Babar Azam has ended an 807-day wait for an ODI century, scoring an unbeaten 102 in Rawalpindi against Sri Lanka. His composed innings, featuring 8 boundaries in 119 balls, helped Pakistan secure an 8-wicket victory and seal the series with a match remaining. Babar's century in the 47th over also brought him level with Saeed Anwar's record of 20 ODI hundreds. His partner, Mohammad Rizwan, remained unbeaten on 51, contributing to a decisive 112-run stand that carried Pakistan comfortably across the finish line. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.